Hello, my name is Susan Parsons, and today I'm here to talk to you about homeschooling your children. Many of you have came to me before this all started and was talking to me about homeschooling and what's involved. So if you have any questions, I would like it if you could wait till after I'm finished, and then that way I can spend more time with each and every one of you. I have some pamphlets that I'll be handing out in the process. First of all, what got me into homeschooling is because my daughter is very shy. She don't like to be around crowds, and I personally think she was coming up with all kinds of excuses to miss school all the time. So I figured the best way to get her an education is to teach her at home. And I have learned over the past 4 years that she has learned as much as a sophomore, even though she's only a freshman. She is doing college math, college English, college biology. So all the classes I teach her now that she's doing high school is college classes. She will be graduating next year, and this, I feel really she could graduate today. Someone could give her a test and she would graduate with no problem and be accepted into a good college. That is how confident I am in her. And she's told me I'm a pretty good teacher, but I think she says it because I'm a mom. Most of you would think it's a bad idea to homeschool because your children are going to say, I'm not going to listen because you're my parents. And you look at you as a parent and not as a teacher. Well, believe me, even when I taught her in the 4th grade, she still thought of me as a teacher. This saves money. You don't have to worry about going out and buying a bunch of school clothes because she usually comes to school in her pajamas. You don't have to worry about her missing the bus, or if your child's sick, they can't make it to school because you've got it right there in your own home. We've tried an online schooling, and that did not work. She was not happy with it. She felt very stressed out at times, and just things are easier when the parent teaches. I get all my books. When she was in elementary, I would go like to Sam's Club, Deals, Dollar Tree, and you'd get books like pre-K all the way up through 6th, 8th grade. You could get history, you could get all these books, and you're looking at anywhere from $1 to like $5, and they were approved through the state of Indiana. I am approved through the state of Indiana. We have our own name. We are called Parsons Academy. All you have to do is go to indiana.gov, and it talks about homeschooling, and you can click on the link, and it tells you what you can go through and what all you need to know and how to get you your own school so you are listed with the number. And in that way, when it comes to transferring into a regular school, if you would like, or into a college, you have this information. So I'd like to pass out some of these little sheets that gives you all the information you would need. Let you pass those along there. And some things it talks about where you can go, the dislikes and likes, the pros and cons. And this is information that is very helpful to me, and I know if you would be interested, this could be very helpful to you. If you happen to have any questions now, I'll be more than happy to answer them. If not, we have some snacks and refreshments for you to all enjoy. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel relaxed. And I'm so impressed with my daughter. She's even running the video camera, which photography is a thing that she wants to get into. Yes?
I do have a question. Now, each child is different, so it worked out for you and your daughter, but how would we know if it worked out for me and my children? Now, if it don't work out, and I had to enter them into school, they would be missing part of that school year. How would you know what they do for that?
This is what, because I started teaching her in 8th grade. Again, and she had already went like the first of the semester. And then I withdrew her, and then I just started teaching her the rest. Well, like when I started teaching her 4th grade, I withdrew her in 3rd grade, and I was not sure what was going to happen. And you have to do the same 180 days and all that. So what happened was I worked with her, and she went into public school into the 5th and 6th grade. Well, when she went into 5th grade, she was prepared to go, and I was scared to death. But all you have to do is just like go and enroll them into school, and then they usually test and see where they're at with their classes, or you know, and you can, how you can tell if it's going to work for you is you can get like a basic test, and you can go to the library, and they have lots of homeschooling books in the library. There's lots of groups around that meet for homeschooling, so there's a lot of options there. They have things you can do with other homeschool parents. We would go on vacations like to Memphis, and that was her field trip, and she learned about the history of Elvis Presley, which got your music. So I mean, here, these are just basic things that you can have fun doing. She went to Conner Prairie, and she had to do a report on that. And right now she's in the middle of 3 book reports, an essay, and a letter to the soldiers for the holidays. So I mean, there's just, you know, all kinds of things, and what you feel your child needs that's under the guidelines of your state. I think that helps. Yes?
Do you ever feel like you're too dumb to teach them?
Yes. That is a very, that's a very good question. A matter of fact, my math is not that great. And my daughter had to help me pass my math class. So that's when I thought, okay, it's time to give her college math classes. Because if she can do my math and help me and tutor me to me pass it, then I can give her the books, and that's the math she can use. And that's what she does. So sometimes she tutors me when I'm actually supposed to be teaching her, and we're learning together. Another thing, and I found this out from total accidental. An example was just about a week ago when my daughter was at her dad's, and I was stuck on a math test. I was on a problem I did not understand, and I was running short on time. So my niece was here. Here she is a freshman. I went to her and asked her if she could come and take over this math question so I could hurry up and leave and come back. She looked at the math question, texted her boyfriend, and neither one of them could answer the problem.
And they go to public.
And they go to a public school well, she goes to Greenwood, he goes to Newcastle, and neither one of them could have done it. I could contact her by a text, and boom, she could give me the answer. And I get it right. And here we're talking, they're both freshmen here, but yet she could do it, and the other one couldn't.
Looking at a kid's angle from it, how many snow days do they get?
She don't get no snow days.
Well, you know, that's kids are going to wonder why. They're going to wonder if they're school all the time. They're going to wonder when they're going to get a break.
Exactly. And how we do this is I work it out with her before the school year starts. So we pretty much start in the summer. So, I mean, she's home. And then when she goes to her dad's or her grandparents, she takes her homework with her. And when she does her schoolwork, as long as it is dated, I can count it as school day. If she don't date her assignments, she don't get a grade for that day. And then that way we keep records of the 180 days for the school day, and I have all her grades, and every paper she turns in, I've got in a folder, and I keep them all filed for every year I've ever done it. So if it's snow days, if we're still in school, she's in school. No matter where we are.
Well, thank you.
Anything else?
I think you did good.
Well, thank you very much, and enjoy your refreshments. And good